Every website can be split up into two parts, the front end and the back end. The front end is stuff that you are seeing on the web page, the images, the text, the buttons, and the back end is what saves and manage your data. For example, your Amazon order history. In this video, I'm gonna explain you all the technologies that are used in the front end of a web applications, and another video we will explore the back end. Let's get started. We will start with the blank web page. In the first technology, we're gonna look at HTML. Stands for hypertext markup language, and it's used to add content to our web page. For example, I can write this bit of HTML to add a button. I can also add other type of content like images and text. If I write more HTML, it will add more content to my page. But you know, our page will look very good. That's for CSS. CSS stands for cascading style sheet. Based on its name, is used to style our web page, so it used to make our web page look good, but letting us to suggest color, sizes and spaces, things like that. Let's have some CSS to our page. So now the looks much better, but we're not done here. Let's say we filter the products and only select a brand of shoes. The only things which happens, this is because of JavaScript. HTML and CSS only display things on our web page, but JavaScript is makes our web page interactive. So for example, when we click something and type something, a bit of JavaScript code will update the page based on what we did. The most important feature of JavaScript is something called the document object model, or DOM. The DOM allows JavaScript to change the web page. For example, this bit of JavaScript code uses the DOM to change the text in the button, and this is how JavaScript makes page interactive. However, using the DOM directly is repetitive and hard to manage. That's why we use JavaScript frameworks. JavaScript frameworks is much nicer way to create our web page and it updating the page, so we do not use the DOM directly anymore. The most popular one are React.js, Angular and Vue.js. JavaScript is a language is missing a lot of features that other programming languages have. One of these features is being able to split up our code into different files or to organize our code. To solve this, we use a bundler. The most popular one is Webpack. Let us split our JavaScript code into many different files, and once through ready, put on website will combine all of these files for bundle.js into one bundle or in one JavaScript file, and we can put it on our website. Another tool we used is called transpiler. The most popular one you hear is called TypeScript. A transpiler has extra features add to JavaScript. Let's write an enhanced version of JavaScript, and then what we done, transfer or transform to enhance JavaScript back into normal JavaScript, because browsers like Google Chrome understand no more JavaScript. So those are the major technologies in JavaScript. Now we will move towards CSS. CSS is a language, same problems in JavaScript. We can't organize into different files. In CSS is missing a lot of useful features, so we also use a bundler or transpiler for CSS, and the special name is called CSS preprocessor. It's basically combination to a bundler and transpiler. The most popular CSS preprocessor you definitely hear is Sass. Sass let us organize our CSS into different files, and it's let us enhance the CSS Sass with more features, and then bundle all those files into one file and transform into app.css to enhance CSS and back into normal CSS. So a bundler and transpiler combined. Now once we have CSS preprocessor, start and develop to create a CSS and HTML JavaScript framework. The most popular is Bootstrap. CSS framework are basically a whole bunch of code someone else wrote, and we have to solve common problems. So using these frameworks saves a lot of time. The last thing we are looking at how we communicate with the backend. For example, let's say someone is on Amazon and wants to make an order. How does it works or send to my computer to Amazon? JavaScript has this feature also, is called HTTPS request. It let us sends the message. In this case, we're gonna send our Amazon order to a URL like amazon.com/create order. On the other side, Amazon backend is listening this message is sent to this URL, and that's how they get our order. We're gonna talk about more about this process in the back end video you will find in the description. Over the year we improve on XML HTTP requests, and these days we use tools like Axio or Fetch API to send messages to the backend. Alright, so these are all the technologies we need to build the front end. You already know the HTML, CSS and the JavaScript. The other technologies may use CSS and JavaScript. If you like this video, then please subscribe my YouTube channel codelab.